Mizzou football coach Eli Drinkwitz stepped up to the podium for a game week news conference for the first time as the Tigers head coach. And like most Zoom meetings, there were a few difficulties.
Yeah, they turned the lights out. Go ahead.
But Coach Drinkwitz recovered nicely.
We like to live dangerous, Dave.
All right, let's get serious, because that was the tone for most of the news conference.
You know, we'll get excited and all that stuff, but you don't beat a team like Alabama with excitement.
The Tigers and second-ranked Crimson Tide will kick off the season on Saturday at 6 o'clock. MU will suit up 69 of its 81 scholarship players for the opener. Mizzou will be without 7 players due to COVID-19 concerns. That's down from 12 last week because Coach Drinkwitz says there was an error in some of the testing. Mizzou is currently testing 3 times a week, so that number still could change. Meanwhile, Alabama is testing every day, which is above the SEC's protocols.
I'm not an epidemiologist, although I talked to one last night. And just as a reminder, you know, testing doesn't protect you from the virus. It just tells you whether or not you have the virus or not. So it's really about your personal responsibility and how you handle yourself outside of the building or outside of the conduct that you're here. The problem with tests is that they can be invalid the moment you get done taking the test, because you could go expose yourself to the virus if you go to Harpo's and there's a bunch of people there.
Drinkwitz has chosen to update us on current COVID-19 cases on his team, which he does not have to do. Some coaches are not, including Alabama head coach Nick Saban thus far. Drinkwitz says it's important to be transparent because this is a public health issue.
For me, more important than you know, whatever competitive advantage we feel like it might be to win or lose a football game, I would still cite that a pandemic probably is more important than that, although I do believe in the value of football and believe in what we're doing and excited about the opportunity to represent the state of Missouri on Saturday. Excited for people to not have to focus on the pandemic and be able to watch us and this team compete and help us create our identity for what we're going to try to accomplish this year relative to the terms of this senior class.
Now to some roster updates. Tight end Brendan Scales has medically retired. O-lineman Hiron White is out for the season. Fellow O-lineman Thalen Robinson has opted out of the season. We have Coach Drinkwitz's full news conference up on our website, abc17news.com, plus the Tigers' first depth chart of the year, which has 2 former Rockbridge stars starting on defense.